Hello, good evening. Welcome to Manilva. I'm Diego Urieta, the councillor of Foreign Residents Department. My English is no good, so I prefer speaking Spanish, ¿ok? Buenas tardes a todas y todos. Soy Diego Urieta, concejal del área de residentes extranjeros del Ayuntamiento de Manilva. Y en primer lugar, pues quiero agradecer a todos los presentes vuestra asistencia, a todos los ponentes y compañeros que están en esta mesa y por supuesto a Mayra y a todo su equipo que han tenido a bien pues celebrar esta jornada en nuestro municipio. Simplemente desearos que sea una jornada fructífera para todos, que aprendamos mucho y que sea del interés de todos los presentes. Muchas gracias y bienvenidos a Manilva.
Okay, hello? As you heard, Diego's welcomed everybody here today for your presence in Manilva, and Myra for inviting Diego himself and myself in representation of the Foreign Residents Department. And he also wishes a welcome to everybody on the table tonight, who's going to hopefully give you a lot of interesting and informative information that will hopefully serve you well for the future. Thank you.
I'm Myra Cecilia Zapardi. I'm paralegal, I'm a journalist and the founder of the Citizens Advice Bureau. First of all, I want to say thank you all for coming. It's really great. It's our second seminar. It's nice to see the support we're getting. Thank you very much. We are here to help you, and we will. And I think if you can bear with us through the evening, you'll find out that we have a lot of things to let you know about that you may have not realised. Your rights, for example. So please bear with us, and we will have a questions and answer time later. First of all, I'd like to introduce Agustin Lucas, he's a judge, he's a magistrate, he's also a lawyer. He's sitting to my right here, and he's an author. And I think it's really great that he agreed to come along. He's what they know as magistrado excelente. He's taken time off the bench to join the lawyers of Martínez Echevarría, who are the lawyers I chose and asked and pleaded with them to be our sponsors because they're a great team of lawyers. I've worked with lawyers since '95, and this is the best crowd I could really come across. So they are now helping us and will be behind us, and they've helped a lot of our members. I could have brought the testimonials, but I'd be here all night, but we've got amazing testimonials on the group and our lawyers and various other. I just want to say very quickly that Agustin was, besides being judge and everything else, he was on the General Council of Judiciary. It's a panel of judges. It's a body composed of 20 members appointed by the King Juan Carlos and elected by Parliament, Congress and Senate. And this is the man that's graced, I think he's graced, I'm really so thrilled to have him here, really, that he should come, such an honourable figure. And the main function of that body that Agustin belonged to was really to ensure and guarantee the independence, this may interest you, of judges and magistrates over other branches of government bodies. And Agustin, with a bit of translation, is going to talk about very quickly the judicial system, because I think we all wonder why and how it works and the difference between that and the UK. And at his side we have a director from Martín Echevarría, who's Juan Espejo, who also is very knowledgeable on the factors. He's also a protector of the consumidor. That's Spanish, isn't it? The consumer. Excuse me if I get my English and Spanish mixed up. So Juan Espejo is also going to talk a little bit about that and translate for our judge, Agustin. And I'd like to give them both a big hand because I'm really thrilled to have them.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, again, thank you very much for being here tonight. And my name is Juan Espejo. I'm one of the senior partners of the litigation department of Martínez Echevarría law firm, one of the biggest law firm in the area. And I'm here with my colleague, Lord Justice Agustin Parren, And the main purpose of our intervention is trying to explain to all of you which could be the main differences between your legal system, the British legal system, basically England and Wales, and the Spanish legal system. To be honest, we have just 15-20 minutes to explain, so I think it would be impossible to give you at least a few lines about what the differences are. So what we're going to do is just to talk about what we understand could be the main concern of British people when it came to Spain and get involved in a dispute. And in our opinion, those main concerns could be first the confidence in our legal system and the confidence on judges and solicitors' skills and the judges' independence. Talking or referring to the first point, which is our legal system, to my experience, when I attend clients, the most concern is that they cannot understand how our legal system works. Because probably you may think that your legal system is safer and, of course, quicker. In terms of safer, we can say that could be because your system relies in the case law precedent. So that means that the ruling or judgment given by the superior tribunals are binding for the lower tribunal. So that means that no lower tribunal can give an outcome in a different way or a similar case has been already ruled by the superior tribunals. Yeah, could be, of course, could be more safe. But on the other hand, that means that our judges are independent. Independent because they may rule a case as they think according to the law. The judgment from the judges in Spain cannot be considered as a source of law. Judges cannot make law, as in your own country. The functioning of our legal system in terms of procedure, it is true that it takes ages because it's very old and neat that the government invests some money and speed up the cases. But on top of that, I have to say that in UK, you have more than 30,000 people working for the justice, which is not the case here. The ratio of judges per citizen here in Spain, it is about 10 judges for 100,000 people, and the ratio in the rest of Europe is 21 judges for the 100,000 citizens, which is considerably higher. This is one of the reasons why cases are not attended and it should be attended. I don't want to, to extend in my intervention because, law justice, I think as Baron probably have more interesting things, to explain to you. And he's going to talk about the judge's independence because he's a very experienced judge. He has been in the Court of Appeal for the last 20 years and member of the General Council of Judiciary. So please, Agustin.
Good evening. a tratar de explicar muy brevemente y con la traducción de mi compañero Juan Espejo algunas de las características del sistema español. En mi caso, mi carrera es lo contrario de lo que suele ocurrir en el sistema británico. Normalmente en Inglaterra o en el sistema británico los abogados primero son abogados y terminan siendo jueces. En mi caso es completamente lo contrario. He sido juez durante 33 años y ahora soy abogado.
So, Lord Justice Sparrow is trying to explain some of the main aspects of our legal system. What he says is, as a difference with the normal, judge career in UK, he started being judge, and now he's practicing, law firm. Because I mean, the way in which in UK the judges are appointed is totally different from here.
Lo que realmente les puede preocupar a ciudadanos que residen en un país extranjero es la confianza en las instituciones, si realmente pueden confiar en las instituciones y en concreto en el Poder Judicial o en el sistema judicial español.
What's really, a concern to people who are living in Spain and who are residents, and probably most of you, is the confidence into the institutions and basically here in the judiciary.
Puede preocuparles si ven los datos de las encuestas últimamente, donde España aparece como uno de los países donde los ciudadanos perciben una mayor corrupción de las instituciones.
So you can see, how in the papers on the TV appears that the feeling, of the Spanish people regarding to the institution could be one of the higher in Europe regarding to corruption. The perception of the Spanish people is that the people, part of members of the institution, are totally corrupt.
Esa percepción, sin embargo, no se da con el Poder Judicial. En principio hubo una visita, les puedo contar una anécdota de una visita de un alto comisionado de la ONU, que era finlandés, que como todos saben, Finlandia es el país, o uno de los países que aparece en el primer puesto en todas las listas de donde mejor funciona todo, absolutamente. Pues este finlandés nos preguntaba, cuando era miembro del Consejo del Poder Judicial, nos preguntaba qué nivel de corrupción judicial había en España. Y yo le contesté, pues yo he sido juez, en ese momento llevaba 30 años, yo he sido juez durante 30 años y nadie ha intentado corromperme, por lo cual supongo que eso significará que la conciencia ciudadana es que no hay corrupción judicial.
So, what Justice Sparrow is saying is that, however, there is a general perception of corruption in the whole system, in the whole institution. This is not the case with the judiciary. And he was referring to a personal experience when receiving a Finland judge to visit our country just to hear, how things were working on the judiciary, and ask Agustin how was the perception of the Spanish people regarding to the judiciary, and Agustin says that he was have been a judge for the last 30 years, and nobody never tried to corrupt him or to offer bribe to get a judgment.
Por lo tanto, el problema de la confianza de los ciudadanos en la justicia no es tanto un problema de que no confíen en sus jueces, sino del retraso, que yo creo que ha explicado Juan Espejo hace un momento, cuál es la causa de ese retraso en resolver los asuntos, la media de jueces que hay en España respecto al resto de la Unión Europea, que es todavía mayor en Andalucía, porque en Andalucía hay una media inferior al resto de España y porque además las cifras se calculan con la población oficial y, por ejemplo, ustedes probablemente no están en esas cifras. Todos los residentes extranjeros o turistas esos incrementan el nivel puede incrementar el nivel de litigiosidad y, sin embargo, no se computan en las cifras oficiales, con lo cual los tribunales en Andalucía todavía tienen un retraso superior al resto de España.
The lack of confidence of the people in the judiciary, so does not come from the corruption perception. It's because of the delays, in our legal system. This is because there is not enough judges to cover all the cases. And basically here in Andalucía, the ratio of judges per citizen is lower than in the rest of Spain, because one of the reasons is we are receiving, a lot of people who are resident here, and that's not taken into account in order to appoint new judges. So the main perception of people, or at least Spanish people, to our judiciary is the delays in the cases resolution.
Por otra parte, la legislación que se aplica en España es cada vez más o cada año más similar en todos los países de la Unión Europea. Como todos sabemos, desde que formamos parte de la Unión Europea, las leyes cada vez tienen más origen europeo y, por lo tanto, el mayor porcentaje de normas que se nos aplican, ya sea como consumidores, cualquier asunto que nos va a afectar personalmente o que nos pueda afectar judicialmente, las normas van a ser similares las que se aplican en su país a las que se aplican en España, por virtud de esa unificación de normas que se producen estando en la Unión Europea, ¿no?
Since Spain, is a member of the European Community, as it is UK, the law that is applicable here in Spain, it is, quite similar to the one that's applicable in UK. Because all those laws came from, the institution, the European Community institution. So the difference between the law applicable in Spain to UK is become it's similar.
En cuanto a la independencia, que es un factor muy importante para la confianza en los tribunales y los jueces, en España sí existe una percepción de la independencia judicial, sobre todo en los niveles, digamos, de los jueces de base, de los tribunales de apelación, y donde puede haber una duda en cuanto a su independencia, digamos, política, puede ser en los altos tribunales, en el Tribunal Constitucional o en el Tribunal Supremo. Pero diríamos que el 95% de los 5.000 jueces que existen en España no solo son independientes, sino que se sienten orgullosos de ser independientes. Y la prueba la podemos encontrar en determinados asuntos que podemos ver todos los días en los medios de comunicación. Yo no creo que haya ningún país en el mundo donde un miembro de la Casa Real se le siga un proceso judicial. Eso, por una parte, es una mala noticia o una mala imagen para la Casa Real, pero es una buena imagen para un país.
So what Spanish is trying to explain, how independent is our judiciary. And what he said is 95% of the 5,000 judges in Spain are very proud of being judges, are independent, and probably the perception of corruption from the Spanish people, it is not to the lower tribunal, but the superior one, which are closer to the government. And he said as an example, it could be a good example, but obviously the bad image or a view or a news in Spain, which is how one of the daughters of the King of Spain is being prosecuted. Probably never would happen in another country. So this is what he's trying to explain is this. It is an example of the judiciary independence.
Y finalmente, por lo que querría acabar es que yo lo que espero es que no tengan que acudir a los tribunales. Espero que no tengan ningún problema por la que tengan, aunque los abogados realmente vivimos de eso, pero espero que no tengan ningún problema para acudir a los tribunales, pero que en todo caso una de las instituciones que últimamente está, digamos, de moda en España, aunque en Inglaterra y Gales se estableció en el año 99, es la mediación. La mediación es un sistema, como saben, una Alternative Dispute Resolution en términos ingleses, en los que lo que se trata es precisamente de evitar el acudir a los tribunales. Yo también en el despacho, en Martínez Echevarría, soy el encargado del área de mediación y lo que pretendemos es conseguir, a través de la mediación, resolver los conflictos sin tener que acudir a los tribunales. En Inglaterra y Gales se consiguió en 10 años, desde el 99 al 2009, una reducción del 60% de la litigiosidad. Si eso se consiguiera en España, los asuntos que quedaran en los tribunales irían mucho más rápido y habría una celeridad para resolver los asuntos judicializados.
He hopes, and none of you have to get involved in a litigation case. But what he recommends is that in case you would be, from our law firm, we are implementing is the what we call alternative dispute resolution, which was implemented in England and Wales in 1999, and through the mediation process, the number of cases attended by the judges were reduced 60%. So this could be a good alternative, in case you have to go to litigate to get an outcome on our resolution in 1 month, rather than being stuck in a court like Estepona for 2 years.
Thank you for your attention.